How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and we're back on random.org, as you can see right up top there. So this is a challenge I've done before in the past, a couple weeks ago, and you guys seem to love it, man. One of my most liked video, believe it or not, because it was something new. Nobody on YouTube had done it before. It's just something I thought of myself, and I figured I'd bring it back because with a challenge like this, it's going to be different every single time. So for the new guys that don't really know what this challenge is about, I'll go through it really quick. So random.org is a website where you enter anything, any group of names. As you can see right in their box, we got every NBA player's name there. And when I hit a button down here that says randomize, they're going to put all those names in a specific order. They're going to randomly pick our team, right? So number 1 through number 13, those guys that are on the list, we're going to build a team around. And so we're going to transfer it over to 2K, and I'm going to do my best as a GM to win a championship as soon as possible. So the first time I did this, it was well received. You guys love the idea, so I figured, let's do it again, man, because like I said, it's going to be different every single time. Now, usually I don't do this, right? I don't usually set like goals, but I want to give it a try, man. I just want to see how many people are going to enjoy this video, how many people are excited for this video and things to come. So let's try to hit 300 likes. We've done it before, but as a test, I'm going to just try to see how it goes. Okay, enough of my talking. We're going to hit this button here. Last time we did it, we didn't get any All-Stars. We got a pretty mediocre team, so I'm hoping that we get an All-Star here. Let's see. Okay, all right. So we got Andrew Wiggins, who is not an All-Star, but, you know, he's a nice player. Wade Baldwin and Mike Tobey, these two guys aren't in the game just yet, so we're going to skip 2 and 3. So Chris Humphries, Allen Anderson, Hassan Whiteside, that's dope. Wesley Johnson, Darren Williams, Jamal Crawford, TJ McConnell. We can bring Jaylen Brown, Devin Booker, Justice Winslow, Kevin Serafin, and who is this? Raymond Sessions. So this is our team right here besides Wade Baldwin and Mike Tobey. So I like what we got, man. I may even actually, let's put Darren Collison in there too, so we'll have one reserve player down there. So the team is looking solid. I'm trying to think. We got one center, which is okay. Kevin Serafin, I guess, kind of classifies as a center. So right now, you see our team. I'm going to transfer this over to 2K. All right, so we transferred our team over to 2K. Again, here's a look at Hassan Whiteside, Wiggins, Darren Collison, Devin Booker, Jamal Crawford, Darren Williams, Justice Winslow, Jaylen Brown, Raymond Sessions, Chris Humphries, TJ McConnell, Wesley Matthews, Kevin Serafin, and Allen Anderson. I did not notice when we were just, on random.org, how young our team was. Like, we got Devin Booker, we got Jaylen Brown, Justice Winslow, and Wiggins. All three of these guys seem like they're going to have pretty solid careers, and I'm pretty sure their value is really high. But for year number 1, we're not going to make any trades or anything. We're just going to see how good the team is going to be in the offseason, make some trades, maybe, if we're not good enough just to get us better. And year number 2 is the year we're going all out to win the championship. Here's the rotation. Actually, don't want Chris Humphries started. We don't have many power forwards on the team. Actually, Chris Humphries is the only power forward. So I would much rather have Justice Winslow run some 4. He actually did some of that and in Miami last year. So I figured he'll be okay alongside of Hassan Whiteside. I also noticed that we had a bunch of Clippers players. Think about it. Jamal Crawford. Who else was on there? Wesley Johnson and Allen Anderson. So yeah, the team looks good. I'm not saying that we're going to be like really good. I can see this team definitely making the playoffs, though. We got the 6th man of the year, Darren Collison, but Jamal Crawford. Darren Collison coming off the bench is actually really good. Actually, to be honest with you, I think Darren Williams is a better point guard than Darren Collison. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but that's just my opinion. So I'd rather have Darren Williams in there. So Darren Williams and Darren Collison. I just spelled differently, pronounced the same way. Let's get to some games. I'll see you guys at the All-Star break. Okay, the team is not doing so hot. Actually, they're doing terrible. 21 and 34. I thought we were better than that. Take a look at the standings here. Almost the worst record in the Western Conference. Luckily for us, the Denver Nuggets are complete trash. 13 wins. Jesus Christ. But look at our numbers here. We don't have much scoring, and I just thought about that, like, as I was watching us lose a bunch of games. We don't have much scoring. Devin Booker is injured, tore his ACL out for the season. That's going to hurt his progression for sure. So now we got Jamal Crawford starting, I'm guessing. And Jamal Crawford is not a starter. You know how Jamal Crawford is. He's been coming off the bench for years. Let's see how many years. Because it's been a long time since Jamal Crawford has been considered like a starter in the league. So can we see that? Game started 20 this year because of the injury. But look at that. Before that, 4, 24, then 0, 0. Like, the guy hasn't been a consistent starter since 2008, 2009 with Golden State and New York. So he's been known to be the sixth man for sure. But now he's in our starting lineup. Wiggins is leading our scoring. Hassan Whiteside's actually having a killer season though. Wow. Let's take a look. He's got to be an all-star. Those are all-star type numbers. Did I see him? And I didn't. Oh, we're in the Western Conference. Okay, we're in the Western Conference. I forgot. I'm usually the Bulls, so I always go to the Eastern Conference first, but he's not even an all-star in the West. So it is what it is, man. I'm not going to complain. It looks like we're going to be catching a bunch of L's, but at least I know that means we're going to have a high draft pick come draft day. Kevin Durant wins MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Ben Simmons. Jared Sullinger, Sixth Man of the Year. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Isaiah Thomas, Most Improved. And then Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year 75-7. Jesus Christ. And you guys probably predicted it. We did not make the playoffs. We actually, look at this. Look at this. This is so crazy to believe. We were 42 games behind first. That's how good this team was. We were 42 games behind first place, which is ridiculous. Denver Nuggets are all the way down there, almost 50 games behind first place. That's how good this Golden State Warriors team was. So I'll show you guys our final stats. Wiggins led our scores. Hassan Whiteside had, again, a really, really good season. Devin Booker injured. That's going to hurt a little bit. Oh, and Jaylen Brown was injured too. So I don't know if that's going to hurt our guys' progression. I hope it doesn't, because those dudes are going to be trade pieces come this offseason. So I need them to be healthy. I need their potential to be really high. And it's a rematch 3 years in a row, and the Golden State Warriors win the championship this time. So let's do Finals MVP. As Kevin Durant wins it twice, so Finals MVP and regular season MVP. None of this stuff concerns us. We're going to go right into the draft, man. We're going to make some big trades, hopefully, and really get to be the best team in the league. That's the goal for year number 2, be the best team in the league. I know we got some teams ahead of us. 40-plus games ahead of us, but we don't have any players in the contract right now. Okay, Jaylen Brown in the first round. Let's see what we can get for that. The first round is like, what pick did we end up getting? Let's see, draft summary. Where are we? Oh, do we not have our first pick from this year? I guess we don't. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I figured that pick is going to be worth the bunch. So, okay, next year's pick, we could pick up Chris Bosh, but don't really want to do that. We could trade up to the 7th pick, but that doesn't mean anything to me. Marquise Chris and Brandon Knight looks pretty good, but nothing really there for Jaylen Brown. So I'm going to orchestrate my own trades. Whatever it takes, this team's going to get really good. We're going to do this trade, Raymond Sessions, first rounder, second rounder for DeAndre Jordan and a future first rounder. Yes, we have Hassan Whiteside. Now we have DeAndre Jordan, but you guys know me. The plan is to flip him in a first rounder. Hopefully get a nice guard in our rotation. Hoping it's somebody good. Derek Favors, George Hill, not too good. Wow, there's not a lot going on here. Okay. I figured that maybe it would have been Eric Bledsoe. I could do the Eric Bledsoe trade. Yeah. Or Bradley Beal. That contract's way too big. Let me go through this one more time, but I think the Eric Bledsoe trade is the best one on the market right now. So let's do that, and we bring in Barbosa. And that's all the trades we're going to do right now. We're going to do more once the regular season starts, but all those young guys, Wiggins, who else was there? To some of the younger guys, I need to get them under contract so I can trade them. Probably gonna keep Wiggins just because he's like the best player on our team at this point. But everybody else can go, man, because their trade value is probably so high. Devin Booker is still 8 to 10 months away from being recovered. That's crazy. But Justice Winslow and Wiggins, they can stay to be traded. At least Justice Winslow. Qualifying offers, we don't have any. My free agents, Darren Williams said he wants to test free agency, which is fine with me, I guess. And Darren Collison wants about $10 million this year. We don't have bird rights on him, but we have bird rights on Darren Williams. I'd rather have Darren Williams come back, so we're going to go out and try to do that. But first, I wanted to try to pick up another guy on the team. Okay, let's look what we have right now. So point guard position, we have Eric Bledsoe. That was our big trade right there. Shooting guard position, we're going to have Devin Booker when he comes back. Small forward looks solid. We need a power forward. That's the thing. We need a power forward. So let's try to get Paul Millsap. He wants a bunch of money, but I'll throw him that cash if he's going to be worth it and we can win a championship. So let's throw him that. We throw him a player option. That should be good enough. His best offer. And it is. So let's bring in Paul Millsap. That's good. So we need another big man or a couple more big men to fill the rotation in. Brandon Bass, not too bad player to have, unless we get somebody a little bit better. But I think Brandon Bass will do. But actually, no, we have bird rights on some guys. Let's just bring the bird rights players back. So Chris Humphries, what type of season do you have for us? 10 points per game for Chris Humphries is really, really good. So I'll bring in Chris Humphries, bring him back. Bring back Kevin Serafin to be that backup center. Bring back Darren Williams just because we have his contract. These guys can all come back, and that should be enough to fill the roster. Great, so let's go to player progression. Let's hope those young guys got better. Hassan Whiteside gets a little worse. Wiggins gets better. Jaylen Brown gets better. Justice Winslow gets better. But because of the injuries, Devin Booker gets worse. Okay, no big deal. None of those really surprising. But, not summer. We don't need to go to Hoop Summit. I've actually never done anything in Hoop Summer. I don't even know what it is. I'm guessing it's just like the incoming rookies going against each other, but that doesn't pique my interest at all. So we're going to send Jaylen Brown to potential camp. Let's also send Justice Winslow. And we're going to probably trade both of those guys. I know they got a lot of trade value. And again, season number 2 is going to be ours. So we need to bring in as many players as we can. So let's try to do that here right off the bat. Not even going to send a single game. Jaylen Brown in the first round. And what can we get, man? I'm hoping it's something good now this time around. I know we don't have a lot of money, so it can't be a guy that's getting paid a bunch. And they're not offering us anything. Wow. Rodney Hood will be the best guy they offer. We could bring in Aaron Gordon, but that's. How about this, yo? Let's try to mix things up. Paul Millsap. I know we just got him on the team. Him in the first round. What can we get? Giannis. That's pretty good, man. And his contract is way less. And bring in Avery Bradley too. We may do that trade. We could bring in Porzingis, which would be pretty solid. But I like the first trade we saw, man. So let's go back to it. Giannis, welcome to the team. Okay. So, yes, I just brought in another small forward. I know. But now we're actually going to trade Jaylen Brown and see if this is going to help us a little more, man. I don't know. I'm just trying to do some things I haven't done before. So, bring in some different players. We can bring in Rodney Hood. This is a trade we already saw, though. But we do need a power forward now. Aaron Gordon could be that guy. Aaron Gordon could be our guy. So let's bring in Aaron Gordon. I've never had him on any of my rebuilding videos, believe it or not. So Aaron Gordon, welcome to the team. We need him to play really well if we're going to win a championship this year. So, okay. We don't have much shooting. Again, this has been our problem. This is an ongoing problem, not having much shooting in our rotation or our lineup. I'm going to do more trades, and I'll catch you guys up to date. This is just too good to pass up on. Eric Bledsoe, first round, and Kevin Serafin for Kyrie Irving and Kay Felder. So now we have a scorer guy or an offensive guy in the rotation. This is how the team is looking right now at this point. I like it, but it's not great, but it looks solid. We're probably going to trade Justice Winslow for a backup center because we still have a bunch of small forwards, and all these small forwards can actually play. So we need to get rid of somebody. So Justice Winslow may be that guy. Bring in the backup center because we just traded our backup center, Kevin Serafin. We can bring in Clint Capella. Let's see if there's anything better. Anything better on the market there for a backup center. This is better. I like Miles Turner a lot, and we could get a future first rounder. Let's do the Miles Turner trade. Yeah, that looks good to me. So trading one guy, young guy for another young guy. And this is the rotation at this point. This looks like an NBA championship contending rotation. I may want to do this. Giannis being 6'11", he can play that power forward position. Hell, he can play point guard, shooting guard, smart. He can play whatever we need him to play. So I think I'd rather have him there. We're going to sim some games and see how good we are. Let's make it a 9-man rotation. And yeah, I'll be back. Hey, we have a better record than the Golden State Warriors. 44-9. They're 40-13. So we're looking like the better team. No injuries. Oh my God, that's a first. No injuries for me. Let's take a look at the numbers. Kyrie Irving averaging 21. Wiggins averaging 15, Avery Bradley 12. Like we got some guys in there scoring some points, which is always good. Any all-stars? That's the big news. I mean, if we have any all-stars, that'll be great. Kyrie Irving, that'll work, man. I'll take that. I'll take that right now. He's also in the 3-point shootout. I also wanted to look at the award races, man. Is anybody on our team competing for an award? And no. Oh, Jaylen Brown is the guy we just traded. He's competing for an award. Maybe he'll win Most Improved. I want to test something, guys. I know Wiggins is worth a bunch in 2K, right? I was just thinking about it as we were simming games. Can we get like somebody incredible for him? I didn't think so. I didn't think we could. So I'm just going to continue to simulate. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it, man. I was just curious, really. I was just curious. So let's see how we finish the season. Oh my God, I just did something stupid. I just did something stupid. What did I just do? I was just playing around, 2K. I just traded both of our small forwards for Paul George. I wanted Paul George, don't get me wrong, but I didn't want to give up Giannis too. That was not, I picked the wrong player. Let me show you guys. I was just looking for somebody whose cap can kind of match Paul George's, and we take a look at player contracts, or where can we look at our money? Yeah, player contracts. I was trying to look at, who was I trying to look at? I was trying to look at Avery Bradley and Wesley Johnson to combine to equal that contract, but we just traded both of our guys away, man. Oh, that sucks. But we got two like all-stars, so I mean maybe that's okay. I don't know, man. Hopefully it shouldn't hurt our team too bad. Yeah, let me look at that again. What was Giannis averaging before we traded him? 11, 9.5 and 5.5. God, he was having a heck of a year. And Wiggins was averaging 15 again. So I don't know. Maybe we just took a huge L in that trade. Maybe we were going to lose now because we just did that to break up what we had. But we do have their pick, man. We can bring in another small forward. Hopefully, if we try to trade a guy like who can we trade? Not Chris Humphries because he's our backup right now. Let's trade the guy we were supposed to trade to start off with, Wesley Johnson, and try to get another small forward on the team just to fill out the rotation. I am so mad that I just did that, man. I see Jeff Green there. I know in real life, Jeff Green is extremely inconsistent, but at 2K, he seems to be an all right player. He's averaging 10 on the season, and he'll fit in nicely behind Paul George. So maybe that was the biggest trade I've ever done in a video or something. I don't know. We'll see. But there's the final rotation for the season. Hopefully that trade doesn't come back to bite us. I wanted to pause it right here to show you guys something. Look how many this is like a 24 or 25 game win streak. I wonder if there's any way for me to show like our best streak. I guess not. But either way, we just went on a crazy win streak, and we caught an L to the Golden State Warriors. So we may have a better record, but they still have a really solid team. So here we go. LeBron wins MVP. This guy wins Rookie of the Year. Sixth man goes to Jared Sullinger again. He switched teams and won Sixth Man of the Year one more time. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved goes to Denzel Valentine. Coach of the Year goes to our guy, Nate McMillan, who I didn't even know was our coach. Paul George actually made all NBA second team, which is great. So maybe that trade wasn't too bad. We still caught a bunch of W's, and we are in the playoffs with the best record. Let's see if we have injuries. Miles Turner, but it's only day-to-day. Darren Williams also just day-to-day, but those are still two injuries, man. Day-to-day can make us lose some games. So I hope, okay, they can still play. That's great. I don't care if they're injured. Just help the team at this point. That's all I'm asking. Just help the team. So here we go. Denver Nuggets, this should be a good series if the injuries don't matter. Second round against the Minnesota Timberwolves, this should be an easy one. And now the moment of truth. This is basically the championship before the championship. Whoever wins this series is going to win the championship. We win game 1. Game 2, we lost. I thought we were going to go for the sweep. Last one, okay, we advanced. They take us to 6 games. Kevin Durant put up 40, and it was not enough for his team to get that W. Kyrie Irving doing his thing. He's the warrior killer, man. You saw what he did in the finals. And look at this, 25, 6, 6, and 6 for Paul George. That's a crazy stat line, man. You'll be surprised at what Paul George can do if he had some help in Indiana. But here we are, championship game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm guessing LeBron is still there because he just won MVP. But do they have Eric Bledsoe, who we traded them. And the rest of the team looks weak. So we should win this series. Game 1, yes. We caught an L. Eric Bledsoe put up 36? And LeBron had a triple-double with 6 steals. Is that right? With 7 steals. Jeez, LeBron, don't do it to us again. It doesn't matter. He wasn't able to do it again, I'm guessing, because we won the freaking championship. Let's go. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to drop it a like. I told you guys what the goal is for this video, and I know you guys are going to kill it because you always do. So it's been the King of the Fourth. Thank you so much for watching.